So here's an interesting post that I came across about a guy who hits the nail right on the head. Why so many guys nowadays have zero interest in dating a gal that is successful, or as they call the boss babes. His experience he shares about dating a gal just like this and how miserable he was. And contrary to popular belief, it has nothing to do with a guy being intimidated by a gal's success or anything like that. It's all about her attitude. And when you see here about her attitude as she's become more and more successful and how miserable the relationship was, it says everything. It'll be a very good one to go over here. He's really making a post to the world, making people well aware of reality. Title: The Real Reason Why Men Don't Want to Date Successful Women. He says, so I, a 35-year-old male, I've been seeing a lot of lies and misinformation about why men don't like successful women, and I'm going to use my own story on why this is. Around 4 years ago, maybe 5, I got together with a girl. She's 24 years old. He says, don't hate on me for the age gap. At the beginning, it was just love, and the only age gap is only 12 years. I met her when she was 18. There was zero grooming. Okay, so that's a big... She was 18, he was 30. Well, we can all have different opinions on that one. For me, it's like this. At the end of the day, what the hell are you going to have in common with her? You're 30 years old, she's 18. She's a freaking kid. You know, I would never go there. End of story. Yeah, she's legal and all that. I'm sure Leonardo DiCaprio would be all over that. Leonardo DiCaprio could be 80 years old. He would go for an 18-year-old. We all know this. We'll wait and see when Leo is 80 years old if he's still alive. Making movies with Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese will be 140 years old, and DiCaprio will be 80, and he'll still be doing fucking movies for him. But anyhow, we met because I decided to go back to school to get a better education after my ex-wife took me to the cleaners after my divorce. I wanted to make more money. She was studying chemical engineering, and I was studying fine arts and minoring in English language, and she's also a model. Hang on. You want to make more money, and you're studying fine arts and minoring in English? Unless you're foreign and you're learning English to help you in a different career, but okay. She's a model. Ding, ding, ding. Our relationship went smoothly in the beginning. Things were chill, and then she got a lot of unexpected success. She started her own company, and her modeling career really started to take off. She got her own apartment. I decided to move in, and that's where things really started to take a turn. Smack! No. If you'd watch material like mine, you learn you don't go on her turf. You ever come to your turf, okay? Or at least you pick out an apartment together. When a guy goes on a woman's turf, moves into her apartment, her house, that's where problems happen, because immediately he's on her turf, her rules, that type of thing. And obviously you're going to see she's making way more money than him, which is always a problem. The narrative is a gal can make more money than a guy and she'll love him just as much. No, it doesn't work that way. Or at least, by and large, it doesn't work that way. She'll see him as beneath her. And a gal always wants to get a guy that, in her view, is doing better than her. She wants the prize. The more successful she became, the more she became non-agreeable, demanding, and just mean. You mean the more masculine she's become. As she's focusing on her purpose, drive, ambition, goals, that's masculine energy. I'm not saying I can't. I always respect the grind, no matter who's doing it, and success, but those type of things are more on the masculine side of a personality. For example, one time I forgot to pay the bills for the month. It's not like she yelled or berated me, but she got overly angry, saying things like, what kind of man with 2 kids doesn't know how to pay for a simple bill? All I do is lie complaining about the economy, and there's no jobs. Well, he messed that part up. So, okay, he forgot to pay the bill. It's not the end of the world. It's not like the electric was shut off, but she's berating him. But I'm willing to bet you guys that what we're not getting here from his thing is he let her run the relationship. He probably didn't check her on her bullshit and just things built up. I could be wrong, but that's the impression I get. Because women don't talk to guys like that they love or respect, and she doesn't respect him. But also, her ego is going to the stratosphere because of her looks and her success, and she's making more money than him. It was a pretty low blow. I don't get to see my kids because my ex filed for custody because I didn't help out enough, and I don't know my children. I think it's an unfair complaint because I was working around the clock to support her and my kids. The girl who was young, fun, and free was gone. She became stressed and jaded. She was always complaining, saying, I didn't clean it up enough, or you don't look after your kids enough, you're not motivated enough. Well, dude, why are you still with her? If she's this much of a monster and impossible to be with, a tyrant, why the hell are you still with her? That's on you, jackass. I decided to stay because her success was bringing a pretty good life, though I didn't like the downsides of the fact that people have her the respect, the money, and the fame instead of me. No, it was jealousy. I just didn't get it. So you're being her kept man. What kind of self-respecting guy is, yeah, you can enjoy the benefits of her money that's coming in that lifestyle, but you're like her woman. You're like a man with his little woman. I'm willing to bet you're doing all the cooking and cleaning and all that too. I mean, dude, she's become a little tyrant, but you can see here you've done things that aren't helping, you know? And because you're sticking around and she's treating you like crap, guess what? She's becoming more resentful of you for sticking around when she's treating you like crap. No woman's going to respect a guy that does that, and it all boils down to respect. You should have walked. End of story. You're going to treat me like this? I'm out of here. Fuck you. She may have been pissed, but at least she'll respect you for having balls. When I proposed, smack. What the hell's the matter with you? Why are you proposing her when she's treating you like this? When I proposed, she gave me a prenup. When I read the prenup, it left me nothing. Not the penthouse, not the cars, and not even any money. Penthouse, cars, and money. What the hell is this girl doing? Even my ex-wife got more money from me and yet decided to give me nothing. When I refused, she said okay and said she wants to break up, claiming I deal with entitled and incompetent men at work. I don't have to deal with them at my sanctuary. She knows darn well that you'll probably cave. That's why she's saying that. And yeah, you got nothing out of the prenup, so why would you marry her? It's a bad business deal. She went on and on about how I'm ruining her peace and she won't take it anymore, and here comes my point. The simple answer being is that men don't want successful women because they are entitled. Yes, she is entitled and she is an a-hole, but I will be fair here, and you didn't help the situation. What I'm piecing together here. They act like because they're educated, have money, and are pretty, they rule the world and deserve the world. As soon as she saw that I didn't want to sign that trap of a prenup, she threw me away like I was trash, like I didn't matter. Well, she wanted the perfect deal, and you were going to take it. You finally grew a pair. Successful rich men don't mind dating down and not having women sign a prenup, even though women steal from men more than men do. Successful rich women, they refuse to date down. They decide to stick to the hypergamy trend thanks to femcells like Shira 7 that sprinkle women and some other thing. Women have been brainwashing women into thinking they should strive for a man who gets them a $35,000 ring, and when they end alone with boxes of wine and cats, they cry about, there are no good men, blah, blah, blah. He says, yeah, there aren't any good men because you kept rejecting the hardworking ones. You kept going for the one who is 6 feet tall, made six figures, and put it into effort while you bring nothing to the table. I think this guy started watching channels like mine. That's exactly it. Men, wealthy guys will have women that make far less than them, and amongst many other things, but the women, and they're cool with that. The women, no, they want, no matter how successful they are, they want a guy that does better, that they can look up to and feel like they got a prize. Because anything beyond that, they're settling for and feel like they got a shit deal. So the narrative that a gal can make more and everything will be great is nonsense. Or the gal can work and bring home all the money, and the guy can be Mr. Mom at home with the kids and washing the dishes and cooking and cleaning, that everything will be okay and she'll love him. No, it's not going to work that way. Are there some exceptions? Of course. And the only way that dynamic may work is if she's really masculine and the guy's really feminine, and they have that polarity going there. But if it's a guy who's already kind of masculine and a woman that's kind of feminine, and they're going for that dynamic, it ain't going to work. He says, to all the successful rich women who heed my advice, don't act too aggressive, be more agreeable. Don't act like because you have money and success, you get the right to act entitled and egotistical. Be humble and feminine. Maybe be a little more human. I highly doubt any of y'all will listen to or understand, but we need is peace, humbleness, respect, and a little love. Attitude is only cute to a certain extent. Remember how you treated these men when they're the ones married with kids and you're alone with wine and cats and your vibrator. Listen to your audio tapes. You'll see by then it'll be too late. Well, there you go. And that, yes, has happened a lot. And people wonder why so many men are walking away. Relationships, dating, and certainly marriage. But this is also what you're going to get more thanks to feminism, molding women to that they need to conquer the world and basically be like men. Because men, it's masculine energy to want essentially conquer, and women are more about the connections and the bonds and the relationships and all that. That's how things have been up until, well, it's not too long ago in terms of human history. The feminist movement has conditioned women to be more like dudes and dudes to be more like women, and you got a big fucking mess here. But yeah, you get women act like this. They wonder why guys don't want to date them or things don't work out. So this guy, yeah, he learned the hard way. But again, like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to let him slide on this. I think there were things he did that definitely didn't help the situation. And he stayed with her way too long than he should have when she was treating him like garbage. Newsflash, gentlemen. Yeah, she's acting like an a-hole, but if you stick around and put up with it, you're an a-hole too for allowing her to do that. So anyhow, guys, good one here. This guy really hit the nail on the head about why men aren't interested in these highly successful, or as people call them, the boss babes, because it makes their lives a living hell. There you go.